Like, I got a quote because I was like, boing. Here's them. The government was not in possession of this video before its publication by CNN. Oh, that is what you call a body slam, right? In legal terms. Our NewsNation senior correspondent, Laura Ingle, was in court today. She joins me now live. I know that you have that, that little legal, tweak that goes off when you hear stuff like that. That quote threw me. Because I'm not going to lie, Laura, at some point I kind of did think that maybe a reporter had a friend with the DOJ who got access to that video, but they put it in writing. The DOJ, we saw it on CNN too. We got it second. That was shocking.
That's right. And, this was a completely packed courthouse today when that revelation was made. But look, the defense team is pointed right to the Department of Homeland Security as well, saying that they're the ones that were part of this leak, they say. And that's why they asked for a gag order. They said, look, this video is so damning, we know it is, and now we feel as though the potential jury pool has been tainted because of it, and we don't know what else is going to be happening. So we're going to ask for a gag order now in this case because of it. But you're right. The prosecution came back with that zinger. And also the prosecution said, hey, wait a minute. Didn't you go on TMZ and say that this was a racially motivated prosecution? So for that very reason, maybe there should be a gag order. So the judge said, all right, we're going to, he's going to think about it. But they both got a little edge in, a little elbow in during today's court proceedings, pointing to each other for saying things in public or leaking and accusing each other of that.
Every time I hear that word gag order, I gag because it makes our job a lot harder. I understand why in some cases it's critical. Yeah, I mean, look, jury poisoning is real. It's true. I'm not so sure it's true in this circumstance. Let me repeat the actual words of the prosecution. Quote, the government was not in possession of the video before its publication. I mean, that's pretty strong stuff. Very strong when you put it in writing like that. So let me ask you on the other side of the jurisprudence of it all, and that is just the mood, because there's Diddy in the worst circumstance he's ever been in his life, looking the worst that he's ever looked in his life in a tan jail jumpsuit, smiling. Like, did you get the sense that he's smiling because he thinks he's going to beat this rap? Did you get the sense he was smiling because he saw his kids, his mom? What was the mood like?
Well, it was very chaotic outside. And when the family arrived, it was very somber. I mean, they did not want to talk to us at all. We were right up there on the car when the doors open, asking for comment, got nothing from the family, understandably so. Not that we thought they were going to say anything, but, we always have to try. So once they got into the courtroom, we could see Sean Combs come out, and everybody is waiting for this moment, right? Is he going to be shackled and chained? What is he going to be wearing? He didn't have any handcuffs on. It was kind of hard to see the shackles on his feet. And at first we thought he might have been wearing street clothes because he was wearing this matching set. It almost looked like leisure wear, but it turns out it is a jail outfit from the MDC in Brooklyn. But you're right. There was smiling, and there was one point where he turned around. It was after the proceedings that he started blowing kisses to the people and, to his family members and doing the prayer hands and doing the bow, like, thank you so much for being here. And he genuinely seemed happy, I think, just to see his people. Now, we have to remember that Sean Combs is a performer, right? But I think that he was truly happy to see his mom and his adult children, and, just seemed to be happy to see them and his defense team. He also gave a hug to each and every member of his defense team at the table. And then off he went. And we were waiting. There was somebody that came over, a federal agent, and I thought maybe they were going to cuff him before they took him out. That didn't happen. He put on these plastic gloves and kind of eased him out of the courtroom. But this was a highly anticipated moment. We haven't seen him. And one other thing that people noticed is that he seemed less bloated than he's been in the past. You remember he's been in jail in this detention center, eating different food, not drinking booze, presumably. And so he looked a little different. He looked depuffed, many people would say.
Depuffed, how about that for a description? Depuffed, puffy. But I will say there was that, reporting earlier that he'd stopped eating for a while, too. So could have been a diet issue, could have been all sorts of issues. Laura Ingle, as always, we just love that you're the eyes and the ears because New York doesn't let us have cameras in court. Thanks for watching.
Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.